Yo, let's wait for some more people to get on here. Let me put it on my story real quick and put the link in my bio. One sec. Once we get some more people on here, I'll start hopping on and answering questions. But let me put it on my story real quick. One sec. Let me just finish this. Done. Yo, what's up, guys? So basically, just comment any questions you have, and I'm just going to be going through answering questions. So what this is. Let me post it on my story real quick. Going live. All right, one second. But if you guys have any questions, just comment them or whatever, put them in the chat, and then I'll answer them. All right, we're good. So let's just get some more people on here. So I do some coaching calls. It just depends. Like sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. It just depends on like free time. Like if I have a lot of free time, then I will. But a lot of like it all just depends on free time. Like if I have a lot of free time, then I will. If I don't, then obviously I can't. But I try to. So yeah, like sometimes I do. Like if you're interested in that, just DM me and then ask me, and then like I'll talk over it more personal with you. And like I'll only do like coaching calls with certain people, because like some people some people are just made like you can legit tell them everything for drop shipping and they still won't make sales. So I want to make sure like I can actually like you're a coachable person, and then I'll go over calls with you. Somebody says, "What up, bro? I don't know if you remember me, but I talked with John for a minute like a week or two ago." You gotta say like your name, because I don't know. I get so many people that are like, "Yo, do you remember me?" And I'm sorry, but there's so many people I just don't remember anybody. Let's see. I made $111 in the last 3 days. Tell me some advice on selling. First of all, like I don't really like $111. That's good for your first 3 days. Oh, in the last 3 days, that's really good, honestly. And to scale, just keep on doing whatever you're doing. Like I don't know what you're doing. Like, I don't know if you're doing Instagram influencers, Google ads, Facebook ads, Bing ads. I don't know what you're doing. So if you're doing Instagram influencers, honestly, if you're profiting off those Instagram influencers, keep on doing them. Build that pixel data and then move it. Okay, so you are doing Instagram influencers. What are the like? Are you doing one Instagram influencers? Two? How much are you paying? Like, what's like? Is that $111 profit? Is that like and sales? But basically, just keep on doing what you're doing. If those Instagram influencers are working, keep on doing those Instagram influencers. Try to get enough pixel data, probably like 50 to 75 sales. I would say around like 75 sales. Then you got a pretty good built up pixel. Make some lookalike audiences and then test it out on Facebook. You could also, I don't know if you're trying Google AdWords. You could try Google AdWords. Just honestly, you could try everything. Like small pages, like 3 pages, $40 profit. So $40 profit out of 111 isn't that bad, but the biggest thing you want to do is just capture that data. Make sure you get that data. Like even when I'm first building off a new store and I'm just trying to capture data, I'm not even looking at profit right away, because I know if, let's say it will cost me about $200 to get the data that I need, like it will cost me $200. So I won't profit $200, which this really ever happens. But let's just say so. Like I'm fine with that. I'm fine taking a $200 loss as long as I get all the data I need, because once you get the good data, then you start profiting huge. So like don't be scared to just take small losses. Another thing is like I know Dan DeSilva preaches this like huge. He's like, I don't care if I lose $5 as long as I capture their email and their data, then I'm chilling, because like I'll make money off them in the future. So always capturing the email and data is really important. So like don't be scared if you're losing money, as long as you're making sales and capturing the data, and you're chilling. Let's see. How to scale on AdWords without screwing up the ad. So basically, like what I'm teaching right now is AdWords Express. I'm gonna start teaching AdWords, like the actual AdWords, like later on. I kind of want to like. A lot of people on my YouTube channel are probably like beginners and stuff. So I'm gonna start them off by steps. I don't want to just hop into the straight like super hard stuff and just leave them like super confused and they don't know anything I'm saying. They don't know where to go, all that stuff. So, but basically what you could do is you could, on Google AdWords, you could just adjust the budget. But let's say I adjust the budget to $1,000, right? Like it's normally let's say it's at $20, it's making me probably $100 a day. And let's say I go to $1,000, it doesn't necessarily mean somebody's at my door. I'm just going to leave it. Screw them. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to spend $1,000 that day. It all just runs off of searches. Like if a lot of people are searching it, like a bunch of people are searching it, it's just the hottest item, like fidget spinners, for example, then it might spend $1,000, but you're gonna make way more than $1,000. So like with Google AdWords is you could adjust it to spend that amount, but it's not always gonna spend that exact amount. It might go over a little bit, it might go less. So like you could always adjust it high and it's not guaranteed to spend that amount. When doing a free plus shipping, do I need to make a collection? It just depends. I guess if you're doing like what I've seen a lot of people do is they make a whole free plus shipping collection. And like, to me, it just looks a little scammy. Honestly, like I don't really like the whole free plus shipping style anymore. Like I still use it, but like I don't like it. Like when I first dropshipped, that's all I used. But then now I'm thinking more like long-term, like that's more just kind of like, so like in dropshipping, I guess there's building a brand and then building a store. A store is just basically something that you're looking to just make some money off of for 3 months, but building a brand is something long-term that you can profit off of. You can raise the prices on everything because you're building a brand. So like I won't really use free plus shipping on that, but I've seen a lot of people do this starting off. They'll make a whole section that's free stuff and then just charge people for shipping. So like, if you want to make a collection, you could do that. Let's see what else we got here. Somebody said, let's see. What's up, man? Thanks for all the value. Can you talk about cost per purchase for Facebook ads? Like, does it vary with the price of the product? I wouldn't necessarily say it varies with the price of the product. It just varies like on whatever your cost per purchase is. Like sometimes like I've had ads that had me like a $139 cost per purchase, and I've had ads that cost me like $8 for a cost per purchase. I think the highest I ever gotten was like $20, and that was just testing a brand new product, no data at all. So like obviously I killed that one off because I wasn't profiting. But it all just depends on your stuff. Obviously, Facebook, me personally, I like selling more expensive items, because Facebook, it usually costs you more to sell it. So I don't really like selling those $10 items unless like I am like a smart thing to do is like what Dan DeSilva said is if you lose $5, it's all right because you capture their email, which you'll make money off them in the future, and you're capturing that data. So like retargeting, lookalike audiences and stuff like that. So it's actually not that bad. But usually when I'm looking for, like, let's say I'm selling about a $40 product with like a $30 to $20 profit margin, I'll try to want to spend like $5 to $10 on cost per purchase. Let's see what we got. I lost where I was at. Do you test new products in AdWords, or do you just use winners from Facebook? So Google AdWords, I don't do every single product on Google AdWords because I had some products that just didn't do good on Google AdWords. So it just depends. Like obviously, like if you guys watched my last video, I was selling the Eagles Super Bowl ring, and like I knew that one would be killing it on Google AdWords because basically all these Eagle fans, right? They're gonna search up Eagle championship gear, all that stuff, and then my ring's gonna pop up, and like nobody else was really selling it, so they're gonna be like, oh, I want it. And I did a lot of things really bad, or not bad, but I should have done a lot of better things going over the Google AdWords. Like if I knew what I knew back then, now what I knew now is I would have made a killing off of it, but it's all good. But yeah, I'm gonna make like I think my next series, like I want to do a whole series just of Google AdWords and stuff. Then I'm also doing something else. I'm learning a new advertising method, kind of like Google AdWords. A lot of you guys probably already know it, but once I get that down, and I actually like so far I like it better than Google AdWords, low key. But once I get that down, then I'll make a series on that too. But yeah, do you buy Instagram followers when creating the Instagram? And if so, do you recommend any site I can use? Yeah, I'll buy like some. I'll buy like when I start off a new store, I'll buy like 5,000 just to get it like more like building. But usually I grow it before I buy like the hold up, where's that? I actually grow it organically before I actually buy followers. I'll just buy some more followers to get like a shout out and stuff like that. But I use like tools and stuff to grow it, following, unfollowing them, hashtags, all that stuff. So I'll make a video on like how to pretty much grow your Instagram, because I remember I had this one Instagram, I grew it from like 0 to 1,000 followers within a day. And it was in a pretty good niche too. I was gonna make a store for that niche, but I just never had the time to do it. Like I don't think it would have made a lot of money, but I had that whole store ready. It's just I haven't really like done anything with it yet. I think I'm actually gonna get like a partner for that store, because like that store is a really good store to just earn an extra like 10 to 20K a month just passively. So I'll probably do that with a partner. But yeah, I do buy Instagram followers on like my Instagram, my business accounts. I'm trying to think of what site I use. I think it's called like likesfollowers.info. Somebody said they want to drop out so bad. I feel you on that one. I hate school, but I still like, me personally, like I could be making $1 million a month right now, and I still wouldn't drop out just because I only have a year left of high school. So I'm just gonna get that shit over with and then like get that diploma and rip it up. Let's see, how to avoid scammed by Instagram influencers. Me, fortunately, I've never been scammed by an Instagram. Well, not necessarily scammed. Like they never just took my money and ran off. Never heard from them again. But I did pay $250 and I didn't even get one sale, which really sucked. But that was when I first started off. Now I know not to do that. But if you're talking about legit, like them, you paying them like $60 on PayPal and then them just taking your money and like you never hear them again, they never give you a shout out, everything like that, you could just do a chargeback on PayPal. So if that's what you're talking about, you can do chargeback. Somebody said, what online school do you go to? I don't even know what it's called. I just know I go to like Paris Lake or something like that. Let's see what else we have here. Yo, what's up, Razak? Wait, Razak, are you still on here? Let's see. Hey, my boy. Hey, bro. I'm gonna start playing Fortnite. Me and John just bought an Xbox. We were gonna buy PS4s, but we hate the controllers. But I'm gonna start streaming Fortnite. You already know. Oh yeah, if you guys, what the heck? If you guys think I should start streaming Fortnite and talk like e-com and stuff like that, just comment below or on the side, wherever you guys can comment at, and see. Let's go. All right, let me answer some more questions. Somebody said they're 16 years old. They have 3 Instagram brands. I'm trying to get growth on. Do you have any tips? Definitely use softwares like bots and stuff like that. Like I know a lot of people hate them. They're like, oh, unfollow, stuff like that. Just use it starting off. It really helps you grow. You get like a couple hundred followers a day just from it, like commenting on photos, especially if you're using it for a store. This is what I really like, is if you use a store, if you get a brand new store, right, and you use the bot to comment on other people's photos to like in like your niche. So let's say you're selling makeup, because I saw somebody mention makeup. Let's say you're selling makeup, you'll target the makeup niche, whatever that's called. And then what you would do is it will comment like, yo, check out my makeup products, like stuff like that. Like, I don't really know what makeup products there are, but like check out my like brushes or whatever they're called and stuff like that. And people actually they'll see the comment on their picture, they'll go to your store and they might even buy stuff. I've gotten sales from that. So that's something you could do. Um, should I try dropship on Groupon? I didn't know you could dropship on. Well, you probably can't drop ship on Groupon, but I've never heard of anybody doing it. So I mean, if you want to try it, just try it. You never know until you never know until you do it. So let's see what else we got. Uh, Yes, bro. Do a series on AdWords. That'd be lit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like for 1 week. I'm just probably just gonna straight like film AdWords and stuff like that. And it's because I know a lot of other little tips that like I haven't really mentioned in my other videos, but I have a lot of other little tips that I use too and tools that I use. I just don't know if I want to save it, if I want to make it a YouTube video or save it for the course. Because like with the course, I want to just make it go over like super extremely detailed AdWords. So yeah, let's see. Somebody said, "Have you ever tried the makeup niche?" No, it's not something. When I do like when I sell stuff, I try to do more stuff that like I'm passionate and that I know a lot about, so I don't have to research as much. But I don't know anything about makeup, and I don't really know like how good it is and stuff like that. So I haven't really bothered even getting into there. A thing that I'm probably gonna start doing is I'm probably gonna start selling more girl items, bathing suits, stuff like that. I haven't done that yet, but honestly, that's another good thing. It's like a product I'll give you guys right now that's an easily winning product is bathing suits because it's the summer. Like where I live, it's freaking 100 degrees outside right now. So I just got back from swimming, and that's why I was a little late to this live stream. But yeah, definitely sell bathing suits. Those are good niche to go into right now. Like you can make millions. Like Sunco clothing, oh my god, they freaking blew up, and they were making like probably 100K a day and stuff like that. So let's see. Is Webster getting shut down? Are you talking about Webstagram? Because I don't know. How many followers should an influencer have? Let's see. It doesn't really like I don't go on their following. I go off how good their following is. Like they could have 20K subscribers, or not 20K subscribers, 20K followers. But if their 20K followers are all engaged, then it's a win because that page is only going to charge you like $5 to $10 for a shout out. All those people are what's it called? They're all like really passionate about whatever. Like for example, when I was selling the Eagles ring, I found like these smaller Eagle fan pages, I guess you would say, and all their fans were like so passionate about it and they were super engaged. And so that's why I was like, all right, this will be a good page to do it. And they legit, like, I think they have like 16, 26, 36K, something like that. But they were all so engaged. And so I got a lot of sales from it and they were super cheap too. So I know all these people are going to go for these 4 million follower page, 10 million followers, 3 million followers, all those. A lot of those pages, they're probably fake. First of all, like I know that's where the most fake pages are at. I've had way more success on the smaller pages than the bigger pages. So me personally, I like the smaller pages just because they're usually more engaged. They don't know how to charge. They're not really in for it. Like they're not really in for it for the business. They just do it because they have a page that they're usually passionate about. And then what's it called? Like all those other like 4 million follower pages and stuff, they're there to run a business, like a business. They usually have like 10 other pages. They're just charging $100 per shout outs, all this stuff, just trying to rip people off. And so like I don't really like to like go on those pages. I like to be the first one advertising on that page and stick with them. What's a good engagement rate for influencers? I don't really check their engagement rate. Well, like, I do, but then I don't just go off like because again, like you just gotta go off like legitimacy. Like I go and check their page, and if they have a lot of real comments, they have a lot of real likes, all that stuff, real followers, like their followers are always up to date. Right when they post a photo, they get a bunch of comments, all that stuff, then it's good. So like, for example, like this kind of like different than what I said earlier, but like a Roadstar is definitely a page I would do because I know that like it's legitimate. Because they have like 14 million subscribers, or not subscribers. I'm just getting so used to YouTube. They have 14 million followers, but they have a 1% engagement rate. But like I've had friends who ran shoutouts on Roadstars. They made like 40K in one day. So like, I would definitely run an ad on Roadstar, and they have a 1% engagement rate. So I won't go off their engagement rate. I'll go off like how actually they are engaged art, because you can still fake engagement rate. If you buy comments on your photos, it will still count as like a fake engagement rate. So basically I would go and make sure and check that their comments are real, their followers are real, their likes are real, all that stuff is real. Like all I want is like real. Um, what about drop shippers getting banned from Facebook? How are you handling that? I haven't heard of that. Honestly, I don't think Facebook will ban drop shippers. They're probably banning them because they're selling copyrighted products and stuff like that, or posting bad like content. But they wouldn't ban just drop shipper. Like if you're drop shipping, they wouldn't ban you because that's a big market for Facebook. They probably make honestly like billions a year just off drop shipping from their advertisements. So I don't think Facebook would ever ban that because it would just be a stupid move on them. So I don't think they're banning drop shippers necessarily. Does Shopify hold your money when you first make sales? There's a way to bypass that. You just get Stripe. I know a lot of people have been like, getting Stripe is kind of a complicated process. I know a lot of people want me to make a video on it. I don't know if I really want. I kind of want to make a video on it, but then I kind of don't because like, it's just like weird. Like I want my channel to just be more about business and learning, and like Stripe, like I could tell you guys, but like it's more like you just got to figure it out. Like all you do is you go to Shopify, you go to payments, you go to you go to Shopify, you go to payments, you take off Shopify payments, then you go to settings, you change your currency to euro, then you go back to payment gateways, you change your provider to Stripe, then you go back to settings, change your change your currency back to USD, then you got to set up a Stripe account, and then you're set. So like a lot of people like, I just basically said it right then and there how to do it, but a lot of people will still get like confused. And so like, I don't know, it's just a weird process, but yeah, that's basically how you do it. You have to change your currency to euro, then get Stripe, and then change it back to the United States, and then set up your Stripe account, do all that stuff, and then you're chilling. And Stripe, I've never seen Stripe actually hold your money. They put a hold on my money, but that's because I didn't have a social security I didn't have like any like social security EIN. I didn't have any of that under the Stripe. So then I put my EIN in, and then I got my money back. But see what else we got here. How many stores should you have when you're first starting off? All you should honestly, like when you're first starting off, just focus on one store. Focus on one, build that store, then move on to the next. Because like I feel like people, they try to do so much at once, especially when they don't know how to. You just want to focus on one thing, and then move on to the next one. How do you handle taxes? I have like an accountant. So I downloaded QuickBooks onto my store. And then I have an accountant. Just like I guess I don't really know anything about taxes, and like I don't think I'm legally even allowed to say anything. So like, I don't really know. Like I don't know what she does, but like, I talk to the accountant like maybe twice a month, and like I have her take care of that. So I know taxes are coming up. I don't really know like what exactly I'm supposed to do. I'll probably call her this week or something like that. But yeah, basically, like I just have them do all that stuff because I don't really know what to do. I'm not a CPA or anything like that. Somebody said you should post more crazy content. What exactly do you mean by like crazy content? Like, I know a lot of people, they want to see like what I actually do with my life and stuff. Because I know on Instagram, I'll put more of my like business life, and then Snapchat, I'll try to put more of my like kind of more of my personal life, because like again, I'm still a kid, so I still like to go out and just do like fun things. Like, so like if you guys haven't added me on Snapchat and you guys want to see more of like my personal life, then add me on Snapchat. If you guys want to see more of like my business life, then add me on Instagram. But yeah, basically like I try to put like my YouTube channel, I just want to make it strictly business. Like I don't really want to do vlogs and stuff like that. Maybe every once in a while I'll show you guys like what I do, like what's my like routine and stuff. And like because I'm basically like I try not travel a lot, but I'm always down and I go to Irvine probably like 3 days a week and stuff like that. Work there. I come over here and I live like an hour away from Irvine. Then I come back here. I go to San Diego a lot. Like I'm all over Southern California. Um, and I do some crazy things too. And then like with my personal life, like you'll see like the funnier side of me and like just like messing around. Like I think last week me and my friends went to go like jump off the pier. So like you'll see stuff like that. Somebody says, "What's your snap?" I'll put it right here in the chat. It's Jacob.Canales. I think that's what it is. Let's see. Hey Jacob, I'm 14 years old. Do I have to put my parents' name, and can I use my personal debit card? So this is the thing. I found out with Stripe. Oh dang, some of you guys already added me. That's pretty quick. Oh shoot. Then 3 people added me right away. That's funny. But what's it called? Let's see what we got here. What was I talking? Oh yeah, the 14-year-old. All right. So this is what I had to start with first is I was using my parents' name, but I think my parents were like a little skeptical, and this is where my parents were skeptical at first. Is they were kind of like scared that like they were gonna fall in a higher tax bracket, all that stuff. All the taxes were gonna be under them. So I finally found out a way. Dang, hello people. I finally found out a way to put it under my name, and that's with Stripe. But then once I found out, once you made, I want to say 20, it was like around 25K. Stripe didn't wanted my like actual like tax info, but luckily I had my EIN, or I just got my EIN with the 25K on Stripe. So I put my info into Stripe, and then like everything set up with Stripe good. What they wanted me to do though is they wanted me to put my mom's name but still my EIN. So I'm good with that because like, it's my mom's name. So like, it's just her name, but it's still going under my EIN. I don't know this for sure, so I'm not suggesting you to do this. I'm just thinking, like, I'm pretty sure this is what happened. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think your EIN is free to get. And if it's not free, I know mine was free. And I think it's just because I had my LLC. I know I was trying to get John his EIN, but he didn't have an LLC, so I think it was trying to charge him like $70. So anyways, you could get an LLC for like $160. You could get an EIN for like $70 to track all your taxes, all that stuff, so you don't get screwed by the IRS, have them like swat you and stuff. Okay, so it is free to. All right, so yeah, that's basically what I had. It's free, but you need an LLC for it to be free. So yeah, that's what I got. I got the LLC, and then it was free. Because I remember I was actually at the bank, and I go to the bank like every day, try to open up business accounts, and they always like make a big deal because I'm not 18 and stuff. So so I was like trying to get ways, and they were like, oh, maybe if you get. I was like, I have an LLC. Like, will that work? They're like, do you have your EIN? I was like, I haven't gotten it yet. And so like they made me get it right then and there, and they still wouldn't let me get a freaking business card. But yeah. But I don't suggest, honestly, you don't need it. I didn't get an LLC until after. I don't even know how much I made, but I didn't get an LLC for a while. So you don't need to get an LLC right away. I mean, you could if you want to, but like start seeing like. I would probably say like start seeing like $500 a day come in every single day, and then go and get yourself an LLC. But like, to be honest, you don't really like need it. What I did do though is like I was scared because the whole like hoverboard thing a couple years ago when people's houses were blowing up is I was scared to sell electronic stuff. So when I first started off drop shipping, I did not sell any electronic stuff because I wasn't protected by an LLC, and I didn't want to risk anything like blowing up and stuff. Then I getting sued, all that stuff. All right, a lot of people want me to talk about print on demand. I never have I done print on. No, I never really did print on demand. I was going to, but like I said earlier in this live stream, probably like 10 minutes ago, is I actually have a store set up. I have all the logos, and it's a print on demand store. I have a pretty good page for it already and stuff like that. It's just I'm really lazy, or like not lazy, but like it's not like my main focus. I have other stuff that I want to do right now. That's my main like priority. But print on demand is good when you're finding like a passionate niche. Like I'll be straight up with you guys, and I'll give you something like low key, like this will just be for you guys on this stream right now. So when I first, like, not a lot of people know this, but when I first started off drop shipping, I was selling like Donald Trump items, and what I realized, what I should have done is like Republicans, conservatives, they're really passionate about like um, Republican conservatism, like stuff like that, and like you can make some good print on demand shirts and sell the crap out of them. Like you can make so much money selling print on demand for that niche. So if you guys want to do that, do that. I should have done that when I was selling that, when I was selling Donald Trump stuff, but I wasn't really like thinking about it. But let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, your LLC could be anything. Like I just put it like my name. Like so, like it could be anything. You could make it your business name. You can put it your name. It just depends. Let's see what else we got. If you guys have any more questions, oh, I think I skipped a lot actually. Should all advertising be online? What do you think about physical, face-to-face marketing for drop shipping or flyers and things along with online marketing? And what platforms drive the most traffic? Oh shoot, you guys are doing a lot of questions. Me personally, I only advertise online. You can, if you're gonna go out and do face-to-face marketing, flyers, everything, then that's like actually a good sign that you're building a brand and you're like, I'm trying to think of a word, but like you're trying to build a good brand, because if you're gonna hand out flyers and stuff, then you're taking that like to a personal brand kind of. So I never really done that. I just do all online marketing, because online you could target the whole world, but with flyers and stuff, you could only target the area that you were in. And I remember when I first started drop shipping, I kind of wanted to do this just to like more like a fuck around store, but all the like LGBT marches were going around in San Diego, and like I wasn't that far from San Diego. So me and a friend we're actually gonna make like print on demand like LGBT shirts or whatever, and basically some stuff like that, and then go to San Diego and like advertise it there to those people and just see what happens. So like, but I never really did what's it called, face-to-face marketing. I think online's the biggest platform. Also, what platform drives the most traffic? Definitely biggest traffic. They're the biggest platforms of 2018 as of right now are definitely Facebook and Google. I want to say Google is bigger than Facebook. I don't know the exact numbers on that. I just remember I think it was watching like Fred Lamb and Dan De Silva, and they were saying that Google is actually way bigger than Facebook, which is surprised because I thought Facebook was the biggest platform in the world. But definitely Google is better for selling, because people are searching up on there, like looking to buy stuff. Like let's say like if I'm selling water bottles, let's just say this was a Hydro Flask. If I'm selling a Hydro Flask, then they're actually looking up like Hydro Flask for sale, and then like my ad will pop up. So it's way more warm traffic, and like an average conversion rate for Google's 8 to 10%, an average conversion rate for Facebook's 1 to 2%. So yeah. Definitely Facebook and Google are the way to go. They're way more complicated. Instagram influencers starting off is the easiest way to go, but when you want to make like big money and stuff like that and like scale and stuff, because like you can't necessarily scale with just Instagram influencers. Like yeah, you could just milk out that Instagram influencers, like get shout outs every single day for 3 months, and then it just dies out, and get that data moved over to Facebook. You could do that, but Facebook and Google, you can scale a lot more. So let's see what we got here. Somebody said, bro, do you think AdWords is the best traffic source right now? I would say it's like I said, Facebook and Google are the best traffic sources. What I really like AdWords. Like AdWords is freaking amazing, just because I like the conversion rate. I like that I could have like 50 followers, and I mean not 50 followers. I like that I could have like 50 visits from a store on Shopify AdWords and still be able to make like $500. And what I realized is the people coming from Google AdWords tend to buy a lot more. They like to buy the higher, like they like to spend a lot more money. So that's what I really like about AdWords. And what I haven't like started showing you guys yet is you guys are only like seeing the AdWords Express because like I know a lot of you guys, like I said in the very beginning of this stream, I know a lot of you guys like are probably new to drop shipping and stuff. So I'm gonna start you guys from like pretty much like building your way up. I don't want to just get to like the top difficult stuff and you guys just be like, what the hell? Confused. So I want to do it like steps, like easier. That's why I'm going to teach AdWords Express, and then I'll move on to AdWords, like regular AdWords, because I see somebody right here said regular AdWords or AdWords Express. AdWords Express is good starting out, and it's really good for making money too. But regular AdWords, the retargeting, all that stuff is actually really good. So I'm gonna start getting into regular AdWords after I want to make like a whole AdWords series. So I'll do AdWords Express. I might even build a store just doing AdWords Express and then move it over to regular AdWords, then teach regular AdWords, and then from there I could teach Facebook, all that stuff. Let's see. Somebody said, do you have a mentorship course? No, I don't do mentorships right now, but I am dropping a course. I want to say it's like 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to drop it on January, February, March, April. May 1st is like the date we plan to launch it, and I'm working with another person too. They're huge on Instagram, so it's gonna go over Instagram, like Instagram influencers, Instagram sponsored posts, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, email marketing, and then I'm gonna try. I know later on I'm gonna put Bing ads in there because I've been trying to learn a lot on Bing ads right now. Like been watching courses on that and stuff like that. So I'm trying to start doing Bing ads, and then once I get like Bing ads down, then I'll probably put it on there. So that will probably come later on. Let's see. What is the max you charge for free plus shipping on jewelry? When I did free plus shipping, I would never charge really over $10. I know I had this one item that I sold for $12, but try to keep everything from like 60 because like bro, I'm trying to find meme pages to run influencer ads on. Any suggestions? You could use Webstagram, like I said, like whatever you're selling. Let's say you're selling fidget spinners. You could go on Webstagram, type up fidget spinners, then like fidget spinner pages will pop up. Obviously, fidget spinners are dead, so you probably don't want to do that. But like just saying, like if you're gonna sell, let's say angel stuff, because I have an angel bobblehead right here. You can type in angels or Los Angeles Angel fan page will pop up. You can sell stuff to them. Like you just use Webstagram and find pages related to your niche. Webstagram is shutting down. Oh shoot, I didn't know about that, but that kind of sucks, low key. I stopped using Webstagram a while ago because I don't really do that much Instagram anymore. I mostly like it's like I said, like Instagram, like it's good influencers and stuff like that for capturing data, but like Facebook, you can make a lot more. Facebook and Google AdWords, you can make a lot more money on. But I still do suggest start off with Instagram influencers to kind of learn the whole dropship game, and then move on to YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Facebook, and then Google AdWords, all that other stuff, Snapchat ads. Let's see. Somebody said, do I have to sign up for Alipay? I'm pretty sure, yeah, you do have to sign up for Alipay. Probably takes like a minute or two when you do start dropshipping, because Alipay is actually linked to AliExpress. So yeah, you do have to sign up. It's good though because you could have your cards saved on Alipay. So basically, you have your cards saved on Alipay, and when you go in to actually order the products, your card's saved right there. So you don't have to type in your card every single time. Like you could just press like I think I do like 3 cards. You could just press what's it called? You could press like which card you want, and then you can just buy right then and there. So it saves you a lot of time. Let's see. Let's see. For you, what's the best website to learn about current winning products? So actually, this I'm gonna save for my course because it's super valuable. But like I legit found like 10 to 15 tools that I've been using recently, and they're crazy. They legit they're the best spy tools ever. I do like Dropship Spy just because it's cheap and it gives you the main reason why I like Dropship Spy is it gives you the video copy. And if you guys know, videos work so much better. Well, not so much better. They perform they run at a lower cost on Facebook, and that's what I really like because like me personally, like I'm not a good editor, videographer, all that stuff. So I like how it gives you the video right then and there that you could use for Facebook. So that's what I really like about it. Um, but I have a lot of like spy tools that I use to like spy on other sites, see how much the revenue are, see what products they're selling, see their ad copies, all that stuff. So like that's, but I'm gonna save that for the course. Um, When do you suggest opening a second store? I suggest you open a second store when, well, either one, if your first one dies out, like if you were making a lot of money on your first one, it dies out. But don't like try focusing on one thing before you move on to the next. Because people are gonna probably like, let's just use this as an example. People are gonna open up a store and make like $500, right? And they're gonna think they know drop shipping, and they're gonna move on to another store and try to do another store, and then keep on going on. And it's just keep on going on in a line and a line, and it's just they're gonna try to open up too many stores that they can't do. So like, try to learn marketing as best as you can. Like I said, like marketing is the best thing you need to know to drop ship. Like if you want to be successful in drop shipping, you don't need to know, you do need to know how to find good products, but you need to know how to market. Like marketing is the main key in drop shipping. So learn how to market. Don't try to like overwhelm yourself with opening up all these stores and then like trying to figure out which one's which. Try to just build one and then move on to the next one. Somebody said, "I like how you're informing young, bro. I'm 50 doing this. Congrats to you, though, because like, I know a lot of people like, and thank you for that, because I know a lot of people are like, damn, like you're only 17, like doing all this stuff, or well, six. I just turned 17, but like really, like I don't really care about the age. Like I feel like this is like a lot of older people that come up to me and they'll kind of be more like intimidated, because of my age, because like, I'm so younger. But like I never really like I don't give a fuck about like what your age is because like everybody's the same. Like everybody's the same. Like somebody could just like it doesn't matter if you're 10 years old, it doesn't matter if you're 100 years old. Like everybody could still make a lot of money on drop shipping and stuff like that. So congrats to you to try to do this. Like I know I'm trying to get my parents to do this too, but because like it'll eventually be cool to see my dad quit his job, but yeah, I'm trying to get my parent. I want to get my dad into this or my mom or something like that. Because like it just shows that like anybody could do this. Like you don't have to like, and I feel like a lot of these days, like is everybody like you see all these kids doing it, but you don't see these older people doing it. And so like congrats to the older people that are trying it out and stuff like that. Somebody said they have their Stripe accounts set up using my EIN. Anything I should watch out for when using Stripe? I'm trying to think, but like Stripe, I never had really problems with Stripe. It's just the only time they held my money that kind of sucked, but I got that situated after like freaking a month. But there's nothing really like bad about Stripe. I actually like Stripe better than Shopify payments because they don't what's it called? They don't hold your money, or they never held they never held my money for the drop shipping reasons. Because like I'm sure a lot of you guys when you sign up for Shopify, you'll get that email saying they're gonna hold 25% for reserves for since you're shipping products from China. And I actually found a way to bypass that too. Still using Shopify payments is, well, this is what Thaddeus said, is that he actually put he got permission from my other stores to put like their products, like actual branded products on there, and he'll just send over a percentage of whatever they sell. So that way, technically you're not drop shipping from China. So that's, what's it called? So that's a way to bypass it too. I never tried that one, but that's what Thaddeus said. So that might be a good way, but I just use Stripe. Stripe's pretty easy. How can you market a general store? Well, you can market it as a general store. You could make a Facebook page. You could just make one of those like, trendy type Facebook pages, stuff that trending, and just market each product separately. So like that's what I'm doing right now is I'm making a general store with just like items that I know I can market. And I'm just gonna market each item separately, and then you'll just build a huge email list and stuff like that. You could send out emails. Um, you can send out your emails and sell other products. So like that's what I really like about general stores and then moving it down to a niche store. Like what I did with the ring is I moved it down to a niche store, but I started testing it with the general store. Let's see. If I'm getting around 1 to 3 sales in general per shout out, is that a winning product or just I found good influencers? Because sometimes I see people doing way more money with just one shout out. If you're doing 1 to 3 sales per shout out, like I mean, as long as you're profiting, it just disappeared. I need to find it again. Where did this go? Crap, I lost it. I can't find it. Oh, okay, here it is. With shoutouts, like you're probably doing, it sounds like you're doing like small influencers if you're only getting 1 to 3 sales, but as long as you're profiting, just keep on doing it and then just wait. I know if you're getting 3 sales, it's going to take you a long time to capture that data. So try to find a way to speed it, fasten it up. But once you get about like 50, 75 sales, then you can move it over to Facebook and then you can see it if it's a winning product. Like there's a product, like there's categories where this product will make you 10K. Like the max it will make you is like 10K, then 20K, and then there's like 100K products, and then like $1 million products. So yeah, it's all about testing and stuff like that. Like drop shipping is all about testing, so don't be afraid to test. Like, I know a lot of people like they'll come at me and like, yo, should I do this? Should I do this? Like try both ways, or try all the ways and see which one works the best. Like let's say this, you test 5, let's say you test 10 products, right? It's probably guaranteed if you do enough research and you know how to market that 2 or 3 of those products are going to be winning products. But if you're scared to test all 10, you're never going to find out that those 2 to 3 could be winning products. So like dropshipping is just all about testing. Have I ever used PayPal for Shopify? Yeah, I use it every once in a while. It's not like my main source. Like I'll turn it on and then I'll turn it off and then I'll turn it on because like people could charge back easily on PayPal and they usually win it too. Even like I've gotten scammed so many times on freaking PayPal where my product actually delivered to their house and they still won the chargeback somehow. And I was just like, I was done with PayPal. So I didn't really like it. Let's see what else we got here. How do you create an email list? Basically what I do is I use MailChimp and MailChimp just captures my emails. So like when people, basically whenever somebody goes to a cart or something like that, it gets their emails. Is women general store still profitable? Hell yeah. I feel like the girls niche, like I feel like girls buy more online than guys. I don't know the research of that. I just feel like they do. But definitely bathing suits are going to be a huge hit this summer. So you guys should definitely look into bathing suits. Somebody said, Jacob, now that you have school anymore, what's your average day look like? I'm planning on dropping out soon. Just curious. I still do school. Like I go to school once a week. I probably spend like 2 to 3 hours a day on schoolwork. Well, it depends. Sometimes like what I do is I go to school Thursday, right? And my week's worth of schoolwork is due on Thursday. And so what I do is like Monday night, I'll do like 2 hours. Tuesday night, I'll do like 2 hours of schoolwork. And Wednesday night, I'll do like 2 hours of schoolwork and then just go to school Thursday, turn it in and stuff like that. So basically like my day is like, I go to bed at like usually like 4 to 5 a.m. And then I'll wake up, like I'll wake up at like 12 sometimes. Sometimes I'll wake up at like 10. Sometimes I'll wake up at 12. Just depends if I have a lot to do or if I just want to catch up on sleep and stuff. Because obviously going to bed at 5 a.m. every single day is not healthy for you. You still want to get a lot of sleep. But definitely don't drop out unless you're set. Like don't drop out. Like for me, like I still won't drop out of school because I'm so close to finishing it. But if you're in college and stuff, don't drop out until you're set and like you're making like 10, 20K a month. Like you have residual income, just keep on coming in. Like don't drop out because like you see, I know a lot of people, and this happened when I made my like video on like why I stopped going to school or public school. And a lot of people are like, oh, I want to drop out. I want to drop out to make money on Shopify and stuff like that. Like, don't just drop out, because what happens if you can't make money on Shopify? Then you're screwed. So like, don't just drop out because you see other people dropping out. God, there's a lot of questions on here. It's so key. Hold on, I'm going to turn the fan on real quick. All right. Let's see what else we got here. How realistic is it for me to expect to make 50 G's a month once I know what I'm doing? Well, if you know what you're doing, like if you know everything, like if you're a master at e-com, then making 50K a month will be super easy. But obviously, nobody's a master. It's all learning. Like, you can get lucky and you can find the right product and you can get the right targeting and you can just make it. Well, I won't even say that. Consider that luckiness. That's low key skill if you do that. You can make a lot of money, but then sometimes you don't. Like dropshipping, what I think a lot of people on Shopify, they think that it's guaranteed they're gonna make they're gonna be millionaires. And it's not. Like, it takes a lot more work than a lot of people expect. So like, you can't really say like, you can't guarantee anything in Shopify. Like, I can never guarantee that I'm gonna make $1,000 a day. I can never guarantee somebody that they're gonna be a millionaire. Like, I can't guarantee everything. It just depends on like how good you are at researching, marketing, all that stuff. How good your work ethic is. There's so much factors that come up that play a role in it. Let's see. Let me go through some questions. What do you recommend getting? Would you recommend? Somebody said, would you recommend getting the watch and bracelet niche? Me personally, that's something you're definitely gonna have to build a brand, because I feel like every single dropshipper, when they start off, they try selling watches and bracelets, that lion head bracelet, and then the free plus shipping on the watch. And I feel like everybody just thinks it's a scam. And so definitely you're going to have to take it more to a brand level. Order it, make it high quality. Think of the watches as super high quality. And the good thing is too, if you master it, you can mark up the prices so high. I remember I put $10 watches on one of my old stores for like $60, and I was selling it. I wasn't driving traffic to it, but I was still selling them. But that's definitely something you want to build a brand for and make it look professional, because everybody, when they see a watch, they just think it's a scam. And so you don't really want to do that. Somebody said, how do you do AdWords? Watch my past videos. I think it was like 2 videos or 3 videos ago, something like that. I made an AdWord video on like Google Trends and Google AdWords and stuff like that. So watch that if you want to learn how to. Is posting on social media important? Yes, definitely. If you're trying to build a brand, posting on social media is important. Like, I was looking at the store today, and I remember seeing them first start off to where they are now, and they did a really good job on building a brand. So I might review their store. It's called like My Trendy Supply or something like that. I've been looking at their store, and it's definitely a dropshipping store because I've seen it from day one pretty much. And they've grown to like 174K followers. I don't know if they're all real, but a lot of them are, because I see their shout outs everywhere. And they built a pretty good brand. So that's why building a brand is key. Crap. Let me look at some more. How do you feel about bathing suits? How do I make sure the size isn't fucked? That's what I was really scared of first. So I actually talked to my friend who sold bathing suits, and I think we're actually working on a store together. Or I think I'm trying to get him, like, let's make a little series of like taking a score 0 to 100 or 0 to like 10K within a month or something like that. And what he said is, and this is what I do too, is like I always message my suppliers and like get their contact info, because suppliers could just disappear and you don't want that happening. And so what you want to do is you want to get your supplier's personal info, their WhatsApp app, Skype, Kick, all that stuff, to make sure always keep in touch, and tell them to convert the size into US, and to make sure you have a US size chart and not the Chinese size chart. What kind of audience would you advertise a swimsuit to? Definitely girls. Probably ages like, I would have to like see all the demographics first and all that stuff. But like I would test different age groups. Like Instagram, if I was doing Instagram, I would test probably like around like 16 to like 24 or something like that. I'd try some like more girl-like pages, not necessarily girl bathing suit pages, because if it's a page that posts bathing suits of girls, most of their audience is going to be just a bunch of horny guys, and I don't really think a guy's going to buy a girl bathing suit. So definitely, like I would just test out a lot of stuff first, but like my main selling is I want to sell the like bikinis and stuff to the girls. If you want free traffic, what is the best way? I have a video on this in the past, and I actually want to remake this video and make it a little bit better. But definitely, a good way for free traffic right now is posting in Facebook groups. You'll get kicked out of them real quick, but just do it. You'll make some money off of it. So you just go and like promote. You don't promote your product as you're promoting that it's your store, but you're promoting it as a good product, and you're recommending them to buy it. And big Facebook groups. Do other students from your school ever ask you to help them get into business and start surrounding themselves around you, or do they not care? It depends. Some people, like at my old school, I don't really like fuck with anybody. Like I'll be completely honest. Like everybody there, like, or not everybody, because I know like there's some people from my school that like watch me and stuff. Like I said, Damon. He's from my school, and like he always watched me, so like I'll support that. Like that's dope, and like that's obviously a positive moment. But then there's just the people, like I'll tell you this one story. I was hanging out with one of my friends from school the other day, and he was telling me that like kids at my school, like they'll try drop shipping, right, and they'll fail and stuff like that, and so they'll be like, oh, what they're doing is illegal. Like they'll start talking shit on me and stuff like that, and I'm like, that's why I just hate like broke kids. Because like they'll try it out and they're like, there's no way, like I tried drop shipping, there's no way I can make that much money off them. Like what Jacob's doing is illegal, all this shit. And I'm like, you guys are so broke. Like it's bad that you tried doing something and you couldn't succeed at it. So you just have to talk shit on other people. So like that's why I don't really fuck with a lot of kids at my school. And like all they want to do is just smoke Sorens all day, which is pretty gay. But they have like no lives and stuff like that. So I don't really surround myself. I don't really surround myself with them, but let's see. But yeah, now that I know your name, Damon, like I remember you. I just didn't know who D Knight was, but like now that you say your name, Damon, I always see you posting in the Facebook group, and like, I respect that. Like I know you're from Paloma, so like, and I see you like it's more of a positive effect. So I see you like motivated and stuff, and you're always posting into my Facebook group and like asking for help and stuff like that, or like not asking for help, but advice. So that's good. Let's see. There's so many questions on here. I'm going to start doing. Somebody said I'm going to start doing AdWords. Is it similar to Facebook ads? Any tips? AdWords Express isn't really that similar to Facebook ads. It's like the more simplified version. AdWords is kind of like Facebook is. It's kind of just regular AdWords is kind of like Facebook because there's manual bidding, all that stuff. But you don't really want to hop into that right away. That's definitely more complex. But I would definitely start with AdWords Express because it does most of the work for you. A lot of people, they probably forget this on AdWords Express, and I actually think I forgot to mention this in my last video, is when you do make an AdWords Express line, it does do some bullshit keywords. So you got to click those out. I think that's something huge I forgot to mention on my last video. I don't know if I mentioned it. I hope I did, but I might have not. But if I didn't, then I'll definitely like make another video soon and I'll bring it up again. But you gotta like, there'll be some weird ass keywords that you want to take out. But AdWords Express is pretty easy and I like it. Like it worked good for me. Like my I make a lot of money off of it. So, and as long as I'm making money, I don't really care. Before paying for shoutouts, should you wait for your store page to get followers? Yeah, that's something you definitely want to do is build your store because people are probably not going to buy from a store with like 50 followers. They think it's just so sketch. So try to build it up first. That's why I'm saying using tools, following, unfollowing, hashtags, posting a lot. All that stuff is really good. If I have a budget for $500, is this good for having a successful store? $500 could do you a lot. Like I said, when I started out drop shipping, it only took me $8 to be successful. I've seen other people spend thousands of dollars and they're not successful. And I'm actually gonna make a video of this on why I was so successful off the bat. Is because I did a lot of research, and I did like detailed research and all this stuff, and there's reasons why I was successful off the bat and other people aren't, because I knew what I was doing. A lot of people, they just don't know what they're doing and they're too stuck in the hype. They think like, oh, like I'm gonna be rich off this. Like you can't really be thinking like that at first. You just gotta work your ass off. Like my first 2 weeks of drop shipping, like before I actually made sales, were just crazy studying, and I planned everything out to make sure that there was no way I was gonna fail. Shit. Let's see what else we got here. Uh, Yeah, like the Joseph said, he said AdWords are stupid easy compared to Facebook ads. I think they have better conversion rates too. Basically, AdWords Express is a really simple version. It pretty much does everything for you. Regular AdWords is a little bit different. It's like Facebook. It's still probably easier than Facebook, but they definitely have a better conversion rate. The conversion rate's way better. So that's why I love AdWords, is because you actually get a lot of sales. Like Facebook ads, you still do get a lot of sales, but the conversion rate isn't there. But Google is a crazy conversion rate. Somebody said, "Bro, what do you think a perfect product description should consist of?" Just basically, definitely don't just use the what AliExpress gives you. Just type up your own thing. Like sometimes, if I find really good sites, I'll just take their descriptions, change it up a little bit, but make sure you're actually describing the product. Sometimes I'll even put videos of the product being used in my description, stuff like that. Let's see what else we got here. Somebody said, "Do I skate?" No, I used to. When I was younger, I used to ride like bikes and stuff like that, but I don't really do anything more. Like I just mob around in my car. Um, uh, all right. Somebody said, "But before you became successful, what was your budget before you got started?" To be honest, I don't really remember. I think at the time I had like $300 in my bank account because, like I said, I've always sold candy at school and stuff like that. So like I was always generating money from that, like $40 a day. But I was buying a lot of stupid stuff. Like I bought a $1,200 camera, lost that. Um, I would buy a bunch. I don't know what I would buy, to be honest with you guys. I would just be wasting my money on some stupid stuff. And that's when I got tired, and I was like, all right, I saved up $300 more, and then I was like, this is my money that I'm going to use for drop shipping, and it only took me 8 to become successful. So yeah, that's basically it. Somebody said I'm making a free plus shipping ad with AdWords to build pixels. Should I set my settings for sales or traffic? Um, One thing I would probably not do is the free plus shipping because, I mean, you can do it. You could always try, test it out. Like I said, like drop shipping is all about testing. But the thing is, the free plus shipping method, it just looks scammy. And people that come from Google, they don't want to see that scam that you'll see on Instagram. Like they're looking for legit. So I don't really know how it works. Like I said, it might actually make you millions of dollars. Like you'll never know. But I personally, I just wouldn't do it. But like you could test it out. But but I see what you're doing. Like you're doing the free plus shipping and to build a pixel and then move over the pixel, and that's really good. Somebody said, "Can you drop ship Fortnite skins?" Low-key, if you can find a way to drop ship Fortnite skins, I'll give you some props for that. Exactly. That's what you should do for your your store. Dropship some Fortnite skins, bro. um, where else did I? Where did I go? Somebody said, "Yeah, dropship a blow up doll." Funny story is, um, the sex industry, or well, the sex toy industry is one of the biggest e-commerce industry there is. Like one of the biggest industries in e-commerce. It is like there's people making millions of dollars selling dildos. So like, I mean, you might be a millionaire from dropshipping blow up dolls, dildos, all that stuff. So like, go for it. I'm probably gonna get this freaking um, video banned now or something from YouTube because I said that, but it's reality. You can do it. Um, so they said, what do you recommend for Facebook ad catalog sales rather than carousel? Thank you. I don't really know what you're saying on that. But when I first, so I do a lot of different testing with Facebook ads. Like if I'm doing a video, then I'll run it just for engagement, then make it look like audiences off engagement. Sometimes I'll do traffic. I'll never really do for sales unless I have the built up pixel or the campaign is doing really good on traffic and it's making sales. Then I'll switch it to conversions for sales. Um, okay, let's see what I was doing. Somebody said, "Do you bought some courses?" So before I started dropshipping, I never bought a course. Like legit, I'll be straight up with you guys. Like all the information's out there. You're just not. So what a course is like, it's probably going to be a lot more detailed information, and there's going to be a lot more tips and tricks and tools in the course that you could use to be successful faster. But if you, so that's more for people who don't have patience and that aren't like, let's say another like the course will be everything you need in a small amount, or but you can learn everything out there just from like huge going through all these videos. It's definitely going to take you a lot longer. It's going to be a lot harder. But like if you don't want to buy a course, you don't have to buy a course. Like um what's up? What ad budget do you suggest starting out on Facebook? It depends on how much money you're willing to spend. Definitely don't mix your ad budget within the first 3 days. If you want to spend $30 a day, make sure you stick with that for those 3 days because your pixel is still like it's not matured yet, and so you need to let it run and capture data. A lot of people will spend $30 the first day, didn't get any sales, and so they'll be like, "All right, I'm killing this ad." So like whatever amount you're doing it on, make it sure that you can make it last a week. So like what I usually like to do testing is $5 to $20 a day for 3 to 5 days. And that's when I know if the product is gonna be good or not. Uh, does Dropship Spy give profitable products? Yes, it definitely does. I've seen a lot of winning products, like people who are making like millions of dollars from dropship, not millions of dollars, but like making a lot of money from Dropship Spy. So it does give winning products. Um, let's see what else we got here. Making an average 800. So somebody said, "How do I scale, bro? I'm spending $250 a day in Facebook ads. I'm making an average $850 a day in sales. Should I just do AdWords Express and drop Facebook? Hell no, don't drop Facebook. What the heck? If you're spending $250 a day and making $850, let's say you have a 50% profit margin on the product, you're still making like 150 a day if you have a 50% profit margin on the product, which I hope your profit margin is bigger. Because like usually for my products it's like 80%. So you're still profiting off Facebook. So keep on going with Facebook. Definitely message me on Instagram, the Pedro Martin Gadia. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce names, but message me on Facebook and I'll go like more detailed with you because like you obviously know like you're getting the right track and you might just need some simple like fixing. And so I could help you out with that. But don't just drop Facebook ads. Try AdWords Express too. Like AdWords Express is another good thing because like if you have a product that's selling on Facebook, if it has a pretty high demand on Facebook, then it's probably going to have a high demand on Express too. So you might as well just try it. You might as well just try it. Is $5 a day ad spend still a good amount to get conversions? If you're doing a $5 a day ad, I definitely wouldn't want to run it at conversions. For conversions, I'll definitely do like engagement or traffic. But yeah, like for testing, it is just for testing. Honestly, I won't be like making a freaking $1,000 off a $5,000 ad. Maybe I will, but it's the chances are probably not. But somebody said, how do you compete with rankings for Google AdWords per se for bikinis against big brands like H&M, Victoria's Secret, etc.? So that's all about keywords, and there's actually a trick that I'm probably going to put it in my next video to like pretty much steal other people's keywords to get ranked higher than them. So I'll probably put that in my next video. Somebody said, do you use your parents' PayPal? You're a minor, right? Actually, I was using my parents' PayPal, and that's why I didn't really use PayPal so much. But once I got my EIN, I put my EIN into the PayPal, and then I changed the name into my name. And I haven't had a problem with PayPal yet. So it's like I do a little bit of eBay on the side, not really. Like I have some stuff. And like, for example, I went to, if you guys know me, I'm a huge like baseball fan, and I go to pretty much like every Angel game there is. And I went the other night and like they were selling these, right? And I bought an extra ticket and I got an extra one of these. I was like, I'm gonna sell this on eBay to just see how much money I can make real quick. I posted on eBay for like $25, and it cost me like, the team was like $8 or something like that. And I sold it within like a minute. Like it sold immediately. And I was like, damn, like low key, I'm gonna start going to Angel games on like when there's like bobbleheads and stuff like that. I'm gonna start just buying a bunch of them and then like buying a bunch of tickets for like $5 and stuff like that. Just buy the cheap ones and then just resell them on eBay. Make some extra money right there. So somebody said, do you duplicate to scale or just raise the budget? So this is where like when I started Facebook ads, this is like what, and it's still to this day, like I do both. Like some ad sets I'll duplicate them, and then some I'll raise the budget. And because like there's so many people that are like, don't raise the budget, just duplicate. And then there's so many people that are like, don't duplicate, just raise the budget. So like, I try both of them, and honestly, like I see the same results in both of them. So you could go really either one. Somebody said, do you have any friends who have large influencer pages? Because my cousin lives in LA and he has a good amount of followers on Instagram. His girlfriend has like 3.2 mil followers on her personal page. They started a brand and made 75K. Congrats to your cousin. Like they're smart. That's why like building a personal brand is good too. If you could build a big following, then you could make, like, for example, if you're a YouTuber, right? You're a pretty big YouTuber, you can sell merch. Like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they're making more off their merch sales than they actually are their YouTube AdSense. So like building a personal brand, that's why I say like building a brand is key, because you'll get a lot more sales. Somebody says Dropship Spy legit. Yeah, that's legit. I use it. So like if like I wouldn't push anything that I don't think is legit. And I made a video about Dropship Spy. You can watch that video. It's a pretty good video. It's one of my first videos, so it's not like as good. But I wouldn't like push anything out there that doesn't work. So all right, this one's funny. He said, Jacob, can someone advertise on a porn site? I feel like there would be a high conversion rate selling stuff about 10K visits a day. So one of this little side joke type things is like, and this isn't really a joke, it's kind of serious, but it still is a joke, is like I said earlier, selling sex toys is one of the biggest industries like in e-commerce. One of the top dropshipping sites is a sex toy site. Like I honestly, like, it would be funny to make a video on it just for like the humor and stuff, but it would get my like YouTube blocked or whatever. I don't know, but I don't even run ads on my YouTube videos anyways, so I don't think I run ads on my YouTube videos, so I don't really know how that will affect it. But so I was thinking that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a store and sell sex toys, and I'm gonna make a lot of money off of it to show people you can legit sell anything. The only thing one is I wanted to advertise on. The only thing is my parents have access to my bank accounts. I don't think they'd be pretty happy if they see money from like porn sites coming out and stuff like that. They'll probably be like, "What are you doing at night?" Probably put the camera in my room or something like that. No. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. I actually saw somebody say this. People are like, "Oh, I want to advertise on porn." Like, then somebody's like, "Do you really think they're going there to buy stuff?" No, they're going there to watch porn. Like, they're not really looking to buy. So I was like, "Oh, you're kind of right." But then again, in Facebook, like, you're not going on Facebook to buy stuff. You just see it and you buy it. So like, it might work, it might not. You never know. Like, just try it out, honestly. So damn, we've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. Uh, Somebody said I have $120 budget for AdWords Express. What should I spend every day? Just start off to like, or start off at whatever the suggested budget is. Like, do like, it'll probably tell you at like $7, $10. Do like $15, $20 because you're doing $20. That's 6 days. So do like 15, $10 to $20. Just do whatever you feel comfortable with. That if you don't make that money back, like you're fine. But another thing is, I'll set up your pixel on your store for Facebook because as long as you capture data, that's all that matters. Um, would I consider myself financially free yet? Yeah, I would because, well, first of all, I'm still a kid. I don't have any liability. The only liability I have right now is my car insurance because I pay that on my. My parents, I live in my parents' house because they won't let me move out. Um, so I don't have to pay rent, I don't have to pay any bills and stuff. So yeah, technically I'm financially free. Like, I do whatever I want. I go out to eat like I eat at IHOP like every morning. I don't know if that's healthy, but it's really good. But I do a lot of fun stuff. Like I'm always like I'll go to LA, rent out an Airbnb for a couple days. I'll go to San Diego, stay in San Diego. I'll do whatever I want. So like I would say I'm financially free, and I know a lot of people be like, oh, because you're a kid, but like still like and like not to brag, but like still a lot of other like people won't be able to like live this life because I do spend lots of money. Like I spend like if I go over it like one day I might just go over what the heck. All right, I just got a message from Facebook, but one day I might go over like my expenses and like I spend so much money on just like Airbnbs. Gas is crazy. I fill up my car like every other day, and that's like I probably spend like 100 to 200 a week on gas because I'm always on the move. But I don't really care. It's just whatever. Like money, like I don't really care about money. Like I don't care about like going out and spending dollars. Like I'd much rather make memories than like just have more money. Um, what's it called? Shit, now I have a bunch of Pornhub messages in here. Somebody said when you said earlier it only took you $8 to be successful, where did you spend your money to be successful? So when I first started off, I spent the $8 on hold on. I spent the $8 on a Instagram shout out. I want to say the page had like 15K at the time. I think you're around there. It was a lot, so it could have been different. Um, but it had about 15K and made $75 off it. I was like, holy fuck. I was mind blown. Like this, like I can make a lot of money online. And I remember how happy I was. Like me and my homie John, we came back from school, right? And my ad got put up, and all you hear is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And we were going crazy. And like this time, like he was still, me and John were doing eBay, Amazon through eBay dropshipping before that. But I was trying to get him to come over to Shopify. But he wouldn't. He's like, nah, bro, it looks too hard and stuff like that. I was like, all right, you're done. But basically after that day, he's like, bro, help me set up. And so like I set up a store with him. I set up his store and helped him. And within the day, I taught him to get his sales. Like after we down and set up his store, he was getting sales the next day. So like it's pretty. That's how I spent my $8. Oh God, this is a lot. Let's see. What are requirements for getting an EIN underage? There are no requirements. As long as you have your LLC, then you can get your EIN. You don't have to be a certain age. Well, at least I didn't have to. So, um, so somebody said, what percent of the products do you sell are brand name products versus non-brand name? I'm done brand name products. I sold them, like, again, I sold the Eagles ring, but now I don't sell any more brand name products. Somebody said, how much is your ad spend per day? It just varies. Usually I'll never spend more than like 400 to 800 just because my card limits are 400. So it always just varies. Somebody said that Pornhub ads are hell expensive. Probably because they're probably really high demand. So I said, when I'm done spending my $100 from ads, I just create a new ad account and use another $100 save doing that, or will I get in trouble from? They might. I haven't tried this, and I don't really need to try it. I don't like think I am gonna try it, but they might block the site. Once you do one site and use that free AdWords, they might not be able to like 380 or something like that. Yeah, the gas like 380 a gallon. So every time I fill up my car, it's like 60, $70. Oh shit, is it lagging? Am I good or is it lagging? Because two people just said it's lagging. So comment down below if like it's not lagging. I hope it's not lagging. All right, so are we good? Like it's not lagging or it is lagging? If it's lagging, I'm just gonna end it. All right, so can you guys hear me now, or are we good? All right, we're good. I got a couple people say we're good, so we're chilling. All right. So they said, do you dropship using eBay? No, I don't. I'm actually start getting more into dropshipping on eBay because I found this tool where like, it's basically like Oberlo for eBay to Amazon. So I guess I'll try it out just to. Damn it, it's like again. Fuck. A lot of people are saying it's lagging, so I'm just gonna hop off and then someone said don't end it. I don't know if it. I'll stay on for like once this gets 1:30, so I'll stay on for 7 minutes, lagging or not, because the replay probably won't be a next. The replay probably won't be laggy. So for the people that are probably watching the replay, I'll just answer some more questions real quick. Somebody said, let's see what else. Okay, now you all the way. Somebody said, do you have an LLC? Yes, I have an LLC. And yeah, you don't have to be a certain. I know of to be an LLC. I didn't have to be a certain age. I didn't think they asked for my age. So yeah, anybody can get an LLC. I think. Do you still do AdWords Express? Yes, I still do AdWords Express. Well, I don't. I like AdWords. Like now I'm doing more AdWords, but I'm teaching Express right now. So I said, what's the easiest way to get sales? I only got it, but no sales. Well, if you're getting a lot of views, then your site's not good. Your price could be too high. Your site's just like scammy. Like probably 20 views, something like that. Then that's not really getting a lot of visits. 100 visits, no sales, then it's definitely something with your site. But you need to drive traffic. Learn how to drive traffic, then learn how to convert that traffic. And somebody said, "What's your website conversion rate?" It just depends. With AdWords, ranges anywhere from like 6%. It ranges anywhere from 1 to 2. So that will put it on average like 5 to 6%, maybe. I think, yeah, about 5 to 6%. Well, Shopify messed up my parents' taxes. That's why I didn't want to put anything under my parents' name, because I didn't want them falling into a different tax bracket, because they already pay a lot in taxes. They don't need to pay more because of me. So that's why I got my EIN and everything's now under mine. So they said, "Do you teach how to drive traffic?" If you watch my videos, there's a lot of ways that I teach how to drive traffic. I do free traffic, so if you don't have a lot of money right now, I have a video in the past teaching you how to drive traffic for free. AdWords, I haven't gone over Facebook ads yet, because again, I want to teach you guys more in steps. And Facebook ads, they're really complicated. But yeah, but I think I'm gonna hop off now. It's been an hour and a half. So if you guys like the live, just if I should this more often, I'll probably do it like twice a week, honestly, because it seems like a lot of people like it, and like I get to go through and answer all these people's questions and stuff. But if you guys enjoyed the live, or if you guys are watching the replay, just drop a like on this video, comment down below if I should do this video more, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video.